Hi, I'd like to show you how to make the Synonym Game board. The first thing you need is a standard sheet of poster board. You need to find the middle in order to make the circle. So this is 30 inches, so you go 15 inches is this middle, and this is 22 inches, so 11 inches would be the middle. So you find that intersecting point. That's 15 inches.
Somewhere in here,
all right.
you're going to find.
Okay. It's possible to make a circle with a 22-inch diameter. So to make the circle, you would take a regular ruler, you'd put one in with the dot that's in the middle of the poster board, and you'd make some dots 11 inches away. Or you could use a string. Once you've made dots all the way around, then you're going to connect the dots lightly with your pencil.
Yeah, she's very clear about the word. You know, the truth.
Okay, after you've drawn your circle, it's time to do the 7 pieces of the circle, which are the 7 synonym sections. You can either use a ruler and measure about 9.5 inches for the base of each of these sections, or if you happen to have a protractor in your house, it'll be about 51.5 degrees to do each of the 7 sections. And what I did is I separated each section using one of the rainbow colors, and I also printed out the 7 numbers. I wrote the names of the 7 synonyms on index cards, and they go in the box that's marked synonyms. I also have Google images of the symbols of Genesis 1. For example, here's one representing light. Here's another one representing a school of fish. Here's a picture of the firmament, and so on. These all go face down under Genesis 1 symbols. This other box, verses in science and health in the Bible that refer back to Genesis 1. These are images or verses out of the Bible in science and health that make you think of one of the days of creation. For example, here is idea inside a light bulb, which could be used for the first day of creation on light. These go face down on this box. If you have a class of young readers, you might find it easier to print out the verses dealing with Genesis 1 using Concord, and then you can separate them by the different days of creation. They will pick a card, and for example, maybe they've picked the card that says firmament. They've never seen that word before, but they can look through this printout, circle firmament. Well, the card gives an explanation of what firmament is, and they know to put it on the second day. I also have a definition of firmament from Science and Health that they could put on the second day when they pull that card. On the third day, here's a Google image of a seed within itself, the dry land, and the sea. Let's say they picked this card. It says, Sun and planets teach grand lessons. In the order of science in which the principle is above what it reflects, all is one grand concord. That's from Science and Health, page 240. Well, this is talking about sun and planets. So they would put it on the 4th day with the picture of the constellation and the sun and the moon. And then they see the word principle. So they might think we need to put the principle card on that day. And so they can go around the circle as they're thinking which synonym goes on which day. And you could have discussion in the class. For example, if they pick the card about firmament, and it says the line of demarcation between truth and error, between spirit and so-called matter, that would be a good class discussion. The handy thing about Google Images is because they're terms like the line of demarcation, and you can find that in Google Images. And so with younger kids, there it is, and you can put that on the second day because it's in the definition of firmament. Let's say I'm a student and I pick this image. It's of a light bulb with idea in it. Perhaps they'll put it on the first day where there's light, but no sun and no moon. Okay, this was just an idea for the students to come up with different ways to think about the synonyms and to think deeply about the different synonyms. I'm not going to tell you which synonym goes on which day because I think that's the whole point of the class discussion. And I hope you have fun with it.